Welcome to the channel, boys and girls. Welcome to the Reading Street, read aloud with Mr. Carter. Please click that like and subscribe button below. On this channel, I'll be reading great books by great authors and great illustrators to you every week. Disclaimer, I do not own the rights or content to any of these books read on this channel. It's time to have some fun. Let's get started. Welcome back to Reading Street, boys and girls. And we have another great book for you this week. And it's pertaining to Black history. So I hope you didn't think we forgot about Black History Month. No way. We could never do that. Because not only is Black History Month, it's Black history every day. Today's book is entitled, I Am Black History from A to Z, written by Keisha Jenkins. Grandma, can you tell me where I come from? Teach me my history. Come on, baby. I have some stories for you. I'll tell it from A to Z. Some of these stories are popular, and some of them never heard. Let me let them tell you and share it in their own words. Muhammad Ali. Absolutely, to win any fight, not just ones in the boxing ring, but also the moral plight. I took a lot of heat for my controversial stand and refused to go to war for a country that hated me for my dark skin. They wouldn't let me fight, but my conscience was totally free. They could never take away the fact that I can float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I am Muhammad Ali. Black Panthers, boldly we stand proud and strong, unashamed of our strength and of our intensity, because we fought against hate and protected our own from danger in our communities. We are the Black Panthers Party. Claudette Colvin, carefully I took a stand. Even before Rosa, I knew it wasn't fair to give up my rights. I decided to fight, so one day anyone could choose to sit anywhere. I am Claudette Colvin. Dominique Dawes, destined and determined, I dance dutifully on the gym floor. One of the first black girls to win an Olympic medal in my sport. I didn't stop there. I went on to win many more. I am Dominique Dawes. Medgar Evers. Eagerly, I solve crimes against black boys, girls, women, and men. Medgar Evers is my name. It was my passion to seek justice, find the truth, and celebrate victory when it came. My most famous case was for a boy named Emmett Till. The impact of his story remains influential still. I am Medgar Evers. Evan B. Ford. Fascinated by science and the ocean blue, I dove deep underneath the waves just to get a clue of how the waters and the land were closely related. I discovered how underwater volcanoes were created. I was the first African American oceanographer to conduct research aboard a submarine. Now children all over the world can explore, chase, and discover their own dreams. I am Evan Ford. Greensboro 4. Gathering for lunch is not supposed to be a big deal, but we were hit and spat on just for ordering a meal. Yet satisfying our appetites wasn't the real fight. We had to show the world that we deserved equal rights. We are the Greensboro 4. Harry Belafonte. Having great talent brought me to fame. I used my stardom to confront oppression and then reclaim freedom for those with my shade of skin. I joined the fight against apartheid, the battle we would surely win. I am Harry Belafonte. Elmer Imes. My imagination was ignited by the concept of energy. I wanted to understand how things worked and moved by the forces we could not see. I led important experiments in the area of physics, leading me to become America's second African American scientist. I am Elmer Imes. James W. Johnson. The jazzy sounds of the Harlem Renaissance were birthed by my pen. My newspaper voiced the cries of the struggle within. If I weren't bold enough to write it, no one else would hear or see the unfair acts and disparities in our community. There was one more thing that my pen could bring, the melodies of victory for us to sing. One of my most famous songs has a familiar ring. It's the Black National Anthem. Lift every voice and sing. I am James W. Johnson. Eartha Kitt. Keenly I spoke freely with words that were elegant and bold. I told the story of my success and denounced injustice with the words of gold. I spoke out against the Vietnam War, and the U.S. government hated me. They tried to cancel me, but I survived by finding work internationally. I am Eartha Kitt. Lewis H. Latimer. When you think about the light bulb, you can think of me. They've only told you about Edison, but in actuality, my help and expertise was the key to his success. One of the many things I've created through the U.S. patent process. Air conditioning and electric lamps are some things I've invented that you may not have known. I even worked with Alexander Graham Bell to create the telephone. I am Lewis Latimer. Mary McLeod Bethune. Many said we couldn't read. They said we couldn't write. They underestimated our greatness and failed to see our light. I walked 8 miles every day in determination. I was drenched. I first educated myself and then the world. My thirst for knowledge could not be quenched. I am Mary McLeod Bethune. Isaiah DeQuincy Newman. Nobly I worked to the end, the divide between blacks and whites, so in harmony we could abide. As a minister of the gospel, I wanted everyone to see that equality and justice was a matter of spirituality. So I preached and I prayed, led marches for progress, ran for office and created policies that would put race relations on the path to success. I am Reverend Isaiah DeQuincy Newman. Jesse Owens. My outstanding performance in the United States Olympics captivated the world in the year of 1936. I broke records that no one else could beat, but my skill and talent could not save me from the heat that embracing friendship with another race would bring. I broke down social barriers in the face of Hitler's Nazi regime. My position in the spotlight displayed greatness and compassion. I didn't only run for myself, but so the world could follow my example in like fashion. I am Jesse Owens. Colin Powell. A polished gentleman that I might be, an American statesman and a general in the United States Army. I served the country as an advisor, commander, and Joint Chief of Staff. I was the first and so far the only Jamaican American to walk on these paths. I am Colin Powell. Quincy Jones. Quite masterfully, I produce music for entertainment and film. No one can deny my amazing musical skill. Across the span of 7 decades, my gifts have inspired others and also pushed me towards being the first African American producer to win many popular awards. The Lady and Her Music, Summer in the City, and even E.T. We Are the World, The Wiz were all my masterpieces. Most would agree. My accomplishments show that if you believe the dreams in your heart, you can achieve. I am Quincy Jones. Ruby Bridges, rising above society's ridicule. I was the first little black girl to attend a whites-only school. This change to our society was a very big deal. Not everyone loved the idea. They did not want to heal the separation that segregation demanded between the black and white race. But change was gonna come by my bravery, and they would just have to face the fact that I too was created in the image of God, and I would succeed against all odds. I am Ruby Bridges. Betty Shabazz. Special is the woman who stood by Malcolm X's side, educating and celebrating African American pride, advocating and organizing to build the black community, continuing her husband's mission to achieve for us equal opportunity. I am Betty Shabazz. Sojourner Truth. I tenaciously fought for freedom, escaped from slavery, and answered God's call to fight. Changed my name from Isabella to Sojourner Truth, and declared to all what was right. Men say that women are to be treated special, but they didn't even consider me human. I challenged their beliefs and made them see that I too, sir, am a woman. I am Sojourner Truth. Underground Railroad. Some would say I was unsafe, a little dangerous, in fact, but I was well worth the journey. If you were black, chains could not hold the black men and women who secretly traveled by me. Armed with determination, they took the risk to reach freedom, which was their destiny. This is the Underground Railroad. Gustavus Vazar. Violently, I was taken from Nigeria to the Caribbean, but from the moment I arrived, I devised a brilliant plan to be independent of my captor and live my own life and be a leader of a movement that caused racism its strife. Though not in America, but in Great Britain, my mission and life's work helped me bring the African slave trade to an end. I am Gustavus Vazar. Ida B. Wells, wholeheartedly committed to uncovering the truth and exposing the terrible lies about who was trying to hurt us and keep us down. My work ethic stands uncompromised. Journalism was my superpower. Through my writing and public speaking, all would know our plight. It would call us and our allies to keep our eyes upon the prize and stay true to the endless fight. I am Ida B. Wells. Malcolm X, an example of excellence, leadership. I was converted and reformed. I went against the grain to fight against the inhumane and confidently refused to conform to some My preaching seemed harsh, and they just could not understand. They accused me of violence, demanded my silence, and ultimately it was betrayal I would have to withstand. I am Malcolm X. Andrew Young. In my youth, I was a preacher and later became a politician, influenced by Gandhi's message. Nonviolence became my mission. I stood by Martin Luther King's side as we worked towards improvement of the relationship between blacks and whites in the civil rights movement. I am Andrew Jackson Young. Zora Neale Hurston. I was in my zone when studying black culture and the state of human beings. With my pen, I artistically portrayed our values, struggles, and victories in books and on the movie screen. My fictional writing became a central part within the Harlem Renaissance. Some of my most popular are How It Feels to Be Colored, Me, and The Eyes Were Watching God. I am Zora Neale Hurston. Wow, Grandma, I never knew how important our people were. We don't learn much in school, and the things we do are such a blur. There's more where that came from, baby. And the story continues with you. But as you see, you can't not make change without going through. Do you promise to make me proud? Of course I will. Yes, ma'am. Knowing the struggles of my people and how they've overcome makes me proud to be who I am. The end. Now that's another great book by another great author. And that's Black history for you. And if you're like me, I learned a lot about Black leaders, some that I never knew, the things they've done. And I hope you have too. If you wish to purchase this book, click on the link below to get this great book to share with your friends and family. Also, be sure to get the coloring book as well. I think you'll love it. Thanks for listening. Can't wait to read to you again soon. Bye-bye.